Hello there. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this short and as sweet as possible. It's another thing to do with bullying. Let me tell you something, bullying does not make you cool. I don't care if you're black and president. I don't care if you're white and in a Islamic country and you're still richer than everybody else. I don't care who the fuck you are. Bullying's not cool. See, ideally, most people would be like, "Oh, I'm not bullying this kid. I'm just, having a joke, picking on him, like not really picking on him, but like, getting a laugh or two out of the people around that are watching." Basically, that's how it is. Really, there's a fine line between bullying and joking. Bullying is something that hurts somebody internally. Like they know it's not a joke, but it hurts them internally. That's bullying. That's basically what that is. But with a joke, it's different because, like, I don't know. Okay, let's say one of your friends comes to school dressed in all red. Okay, like bright pinkish reddish. Okay, you can tell them that they're gonna look. Of course, you're gonna say, "Huh, dude, you look like a pimple or a tomato or something." Okay, that's joking. But if it's somebody that does it continuously and is leading it on, and also dragging other stuff into it, that's a bully. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but in my mind it does. But you're not in my mind, and that's just, yeah. Anyway, but bullying's just not cool. For those of you that go to a school that do something about it, even though they don't really punish the bully, but they're like, "Hey, you need to stop. Hey, you need to stop. Hey, you need to stop." At least they're going to do something about it, whether you know the kid's name or not. You know? Whereas for my school, even if you don't know the kid's name, or if you're not completely sure about it, they still don't do nothing about it. I mean, I have a few friends. Well, okay, I did have a few friends that were my friends, but they bully me. Now, we're not friends though. Yeah, I think I just said that. Anyway, but we're not friends now. One of them will come to my workplace and do it. Another, well, the same one I have third period with, and they like to bully a lot. And this kid is prep. He's a prep. He basically why I think people even bullies because they're insecure. They're insecure about like what they've gone through and all stuff, like something with their past, and all of a sudden they're just like, you know what? If I have to go through that, I'm gonna make somebody else go through that. And you're just like, no, please don't let it be me, no. But sometimes it is you. Granted, some of us have it worse than others. But you know what? The ones that don't have it as worse than the others, then why not reach out? Why not reach out and be like, hey, you know what? If you help me get through mine, I'll help you get through yours. You know? Like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I mean, nobody deserves to get bullied. Nobody deserves to be called worthless. Nobody deserves to be told just to give up. And for those of you that have thought about giving up, listen to this point from here on out, okay? You're still here. You're still here and you're watching me, okay? You're probably not as strong, okay? I understand that. I feel for you, okay? I promise you, I do. You're not as strong. You're not as powerful-minded. You're not as stable as you once were. But listen, that is okay. Because as you keep going and don't give up, but as you keep going, sooner or later you're gonna get twice as strong. You're gonna be twice as stable. You're gonna be basically invincible. You're gonna be emotionally invincible and mentally invincible. And I said that in my last video, basically. But you know what? You're gonna know when to keep a friend that can joke with you, and all that stuff, and when to get rid of somebody that bullies you. I don't know if I've already said, but there's a fine line between joking and bullying. I'm pretty sure I said that. I have friends that joke with me. Granted, sometimes I feel they take it too far, but I try not to say anything unless if it really does go too far. And I'm just like, yo, bro, stop. But anyway, but I don't mind it because I have a weird sense of humor and I just like go with it. And then like if I feel as if it, okay, I have a really weird sense of humor. Like it's awkward. Anyway, but yeah, you're gonna be like a lot more. You're gonna be stronger in every aspect. I mean, your walls are gonna be higher. It's gonna be harder for somebody to knock them down. Um, you're gonna be a better you. Like you're gonna be a better you, 101. It's gonna be great. I mean, way back when, I was a little shit. I was terrible, and then I got a wake up call. I've had a few wake up calls. I got a wake up call, which turned me into somewhat of a bully. And then I had another wake up call, which turned me into who I am right now. And from who I was 2 personalities ago to who I am right now, I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I like myself better now than I did two me's ago, if that makes sense. Because now I care a lot more. I'm as strong. I keep an eye out for stuff that is way out of whack. That way I can help somebody. That's just how I am. Now, I mean. But I'm like that. I'm like that because I've gone through a lot and through a lot of you need to go kill yourself stages. And I'm still here. And let me tell you, I think there are still times where I'm just like, I want to give up. I want to give up and I want to get out of here and I don't want to be here. But I'm still here. I'm still here and I'm helping other people realize that they shouldn't give up. I'm helping other people realize how much life they have ahead of them than what they're just living for now. Because I know for those of you that want to give up are thinking about giving up now, but you're not really thinking about what could happen to you a week, in a week, in a month, in a year, in 12 years, in 19 years. You don't know where you could be. You could be sitting in a nice building in a great office with a sunset view and fall in love with your secretary. Like, who knows? I think I just made the setting of a movie. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, but I know a lot of you will go on to do great things. Okay? This world is fucked up. We have a bunch of fucked up fuckers. We do. But you know what? Honestly, I think it depends on our society today. If we want it to be twice as better than it ever has been, why can't we start with people? Like, I'm not saying, hey, let's change everybody. I mean, some people are fine the way they are. Some people need help getting to where they should be. Then there's just those others where you're like, dude, you need Jesus. I think we would be in a better state if we just all really felt how everybody else feels. Maybe only then we could be like, hey, we should stop bullying, you know? Because, I mean, nobody deserves to get told they're not worth anything, that they're useless, that they're really underappreciated, that there's nothing for them in life. Because I promise you, from one wit's end to another, like, I sound like a broken record, but I promise you, you're worth everything. I mean, granted, some people aren't gonna like you, but a higher amount of people will like you than the ones that don't. I mean, I have a bunch of people that don't like me, but I have a lot more people that do like me, like, as a person, because I've changed a lot, and like those are the good people I should be hanging out with. I mean, for dear God, that's how I got one of my best friends. I mean, granted, go back into a habit every now and again, but I mean, it's great to know you have those people there that care for you and that just don't want to see you hurt and just don't want to see you cry. It's like the best gift in the world, and to know that nobody wants that from you, it's like that's the only gift you could possibly ever want, because that's more than enough than what anybody needs. Knowing that somebody out there doesn't want you to, like, get rid of yourself and is happy you have it, and that you're basically weak because of everybody else, like, that's great, because then you have those people that are trying to build you back up because they want to see you get better. Like, they want to see you be twice as strong than what you were so many months ago, or so many years ago, or so many yourselves ago. That's great. And who knows? Maybe if you find somebody like that, they're gonna help you get rid of those bad people that, shouldn't be around you, that don't deserve you. What it boils all down to is you finding yourself, you making yourself happy, you still being here, and 5 years down the road when you have kids, you tell your kids when they're getting bullied, you made it through. There's no reason to give up. There's never gonna be a reason to give up, and that you're gonna help them get through all of that because you don't want to see them go through the exact same thing you went through. It's gonna be so great because you're gonna be able to tell your kids, I had a best friend that helped me, or I did it all on my own, and it wasn't until I met your mom or your dad that made me realize that I'm so glad I didn't do that 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You know, it's not that it's not that nobody doesn't deserve happiness. It's the fact that everybody hasn't found it yet or has never ever experienced that. Whether you've gone through bullying your entire life, through parents, through cousins, through uncles, through aunts, through anybody like that, whether you've gone through it at school or not, I guarantee you, I promise you, with everything I have, I promise you that later on in life, when you get down through all of this, you're gonna be so happy. You're just gonna be so happy. You're gonna be nothing but smiles, and you're gonna want to give the entire world a hug, no matter who it is you give a hug to. You're gonna see a hobo on the street and be like, dude, you look lonely, let me give you a hug, or let me spare you a few bucks. You know? It's, for those of you that have watched this and have thought about giving up so many times and have made the attempts, I'm glad you haven't followed through with it. I'm glad those attempts didn't work. Now, if you have to watch this video over and over again until it gets to you, don't give up. No matter who you are, what you've done, whether it's your karma or not, you deserve a little bit of credit for something you have done. You deserve credit for the good that you have done rather than for the bad you have done. And whether you or your mom or your dad or anybody else who sees it or knows that, it's true. Nobody deserves to be unhappy rather than just faking it, basically. And like I said, for that. And for those of you who are still here, thank you. That just means you've inspired anybody else to not give up.